Thank you. Thank you so much for that very kind introduction, River. And thanks to everyone who's here. You are all awesome. Um, I have two short pieces I'd like to read. Um, Regarding the first one, a short introduction. The French have an expression called l'esprit d'escalier, which literally translated means the spirit of the staircase. And what it refers to is that feeling you have when you've just had a conversation with someone. That conversation is now over, and you just thought of what you really wish you had said to them, but it's too late. So, being a poet, I wrote this because there have been, I don't know how many times, I wish I could have said something like this to someone, but didn't. Um, Here it goes. And by the way, it has been suggested to me that I memorize this, and the next time somebody, it's about pronouns. The next time somebody gets my pronouns wrong, I should just perform this entire poem, which I don't know. I doubt they'd sit through it, but anyway, it goes like this. Good afternoon to you. There's something that I need to say, a subject that I must address that will not go away. The subject rears its ugly head and simply will not go down each time that you refer to me and choose to use a pronoun. A little word may seem like it's not worthy of attention, a little word like him or her too trivial to mention. You say them all the time with no particular intention. You don't expect to be called out and face an intervention. You may feel some discomfort as I put you on the spot. This may feel like it's an attack. I promise it is not. I promise it is only meant to help and teach and show and share important knowledge that you do not seem to know. When I was born, the doctor did declare this child is male. That label was enforced by every person without fail. And everything I tried to be was forced into this shape until I knew beyond all doubt I needed to escape. I knew that I was female. It's the core of my identity. I live life as a woman now, and that's how I was meant to be. The struggle has been difficult. The struggle is still going to put that garbage in the past so I can keep on growing. When someone gets my gender wrong, however innocently, they make it clear that who I am is something they can't see. Invalidating who I am can cause me real pain, and I know that's not what you want, so that's why I explain. It's she and her, and she and her, and hers and her and she. Those are the words that are correct for you to use for me. And when you speak of me, your speech may cause a nasty stir, if you should call me him or he instead of she and her. And now you know just where we stand. I tried to keep it gentle. I'd rather be polite and kind and not so temperamental. But if you get it wrong again, we'll have another go round. So please consider what you're saying when you say a pronoun. Thank you.
Woo! Oh,
Um,
yes, Heather. Was that your
uh,
first one? Do you still have more for us?
I have one more short piece.
Yes, please keep it coming.
Okay, this one is very political. It's pretty heavy, but um, it's it's true, and I think it's important. So I'm going to read this for you. It's called February 1992. The sun is rising over Indianapolis into the gray February sky as Lori and I pull into the parking lot. She slides a fresh set of batteries into her boombox. I check all my tapes. They're all rewound. Bob Marley, Stanley Clarke, Beethoven. Nothing harsh, but suitable for playing loud. And we will need to. We need 3 hours worth, and we've got it. We go inside the clinic, say hi to the staff, and use the bathroom while we can. On our way back out, I ask the security guard how things have been. Well, about average, he says. They haven't tried anything big lately. He gives a weary shrug. Laurie and I put on our vests, walk out into the parking lot, and take up our positions. The women won't start arriving for a while yet, but the protesters always get here early. And here they come now. carrying their signs with the stupid slogans, with the biblical quotes taken out of context, and the pictures. Those pictures. Ugh, so graphic, so disgusting, and so fake. They have nothing to do with the actual procedure. They're just designed to be shocking. And they are. The protesters gather behind the line established by the restraining order. All men, all white, all angry. Some ignore us, some stare at us, and everybody waits. The first woman drives up, parks her car, and gets out. She's by herself. They usually are. We go over to her and quickly say, "Hi, we're with the clinic," and then turn on the boombox because the protesters have started screaming. We walk with her to the clinic door, and this is not a large parking lot, but the trip always seems to take forever. Now she's safely inside. We relax for a moment and then get ready for the next one. The protesters shout at each patient with all their strength. They tell her she's a terrible person. They tell her the doctor will butcher her. They call her selfish. They call her a disgrace. They call her a whore. They tell her she will burn for this. Pounding. Their words are pounding, and my heart is pounding, and I want to smash their faces in, but that would give them a victory. Their shouts carry an edge of desperation, for these men are desperate to take back the power they know is crumbling, to push these women back into their place, back to a subordinate position. This battle means everything to them. We do not know how far they might go to try and win it. Finally, we're done for today. All the women made it inside. All of them came back out and left. The protesters start to disperse. Lori and I sit down for a breather before the drive back to our college, and we make small talk. Her girlfriend saw a great concert last week. My dorm got a new vending machine. Things that seem to exist in a completely different world from here. Then the conversation switches to politics. It's a presidential election year, and the governor of Arkansas, a man named Bill Clinton, is pulling ahead in the Democratic primary, and he's pro-choice. It looks like he might be able to defeat George Bush. It looks like 1992 will be the year that Roe versus Wade will finally be safe, as far as we can see. Then my perspective shifts from the large scale back to the personal. I think about the woman earlier who stopped and talked to us on her way out. She thanked us and she told us we were brave. I didn't know how to respond. She will never hear this, but I want to tell her anyway. You are brave to make one of the most difficult decisions, to prepare, to come here, to go through with it, to take care of your own body and your own future despite all the obstacles, despite all the hatred. You, you are the one who is brave. Thank you.